Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Earl Grey. I'm your host, Samantha Fremont, and the song that you guys just heard is the new single, Her, from New Zealand musician Isla Noon. And here to tell us all about her new single and upcoming projects is Isla Noon herself. Hi.
Hello, thank you so much for having me on.
Well, thank you for coming on Earl Grey. It's a real treat to have you here. So
Oh, yay.
So I really love her. It's such a like refreshing song to listen to. Um so
Oh, thank you.
so how did you come up with the idea for her, or what inspired it?
Um, it wasn't really a conscious thing, to be honest. I had been feeling kind of strange for a little while and trying to figure out why I was feeling off or kind of like the sense of disconnect in life. And often the way that I process that kind of thing, if I'm not too sure what's up with me, I'll just start free writing basically, or just like playing guitar and seeing, what comes out. And it ended up being this song, which is very much about like childhood expectations and reaching a certain age. I think your mid 20s can be kind of an interesting time for reassessing what you thought you wanted in life or where you're heading. So that's what ended up coming out.
And I think that's what made it. I know I used the word refreshing, but what I meant to say is it's a song that I felt I really connected with as someone who is in her 20s. And and you kind of look back at your childhood and think, man, things were easier then. And and you've got this crushing weight of expectation. Like you've really captured that in this song. Um
Oh, thanks.
I also wanted to mention in the music video, you are driving a car and you've got a bunch of different passengers. Are these supposed to represent like the influences that are playing in your life?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the video, I have a little girl who plays sort of like a younger version of myself, which is a massive influence on me, and that's what I talk about in the song. But I also have kind of like a cool girl, or who we called like our 25-year-old, maybe what I thought I would be, or what a child thinks of when they think of an adult. And so that was played by my friend Georgia. And then I also had my band in the video to kind of bring in my current day life and yeah, my music career and things that I'm doing now. So totally, they're like representations of these forces in life that are driving me or, literally driving the car in the video.
Yeah, so it's really cool that you're giving people a window into these different aspects of your life. And we were talking and you mentioned that this is part of a bigger upcoming project, which I'm really excited to hear about. But so do these influences also play a role in the other songs that you're working on?
Um, I think so, but I don't think I address them as directly as I do in this song. I think this song really highlights in a very plain way some of the things that I was struggling with. And so the rest of the music I've been working on is a lot more metaphorical. There's a lot of sort of finding creative ways of talking about it. And yeah, that's also been like a massive part of my music and very present in my previous singles. So this song's kind of like a special one in that it's much more conversational, I guess. I'm really just explaining it as if I was talking to a friend or, telling someone about what I was struggling with. But absolutely, it's very like thematically coherent with the rest of the stuff that I'm working on.
Yeah, that's good that it's a little teaser of what's to come.
Yeah, totally, totally.
Yeah, and as someone who is in her 20s, how are you I guess finding it being a young person with with everything that's going on in
Yeah,
this phase? It's a very tricky phase to be in.
totally. And I think I'm no expert because I'm still in it, right? But like I think a big thing for me and that I talk about in the song is uh dismantling perfectionism and like being hard on myself because I'm like things are hard enough as it is. Like I've really had to learn to be like my own ally and go through the world not being too hard on myself. And that's been a massive learning curve. I think as a kid who, you know, I loved school, I loved doing really well. I was really that kind of kid. Becoming an adult, it's like those markers are way less defined. Success is way less definable. And so I've really had to learn how to figure those things out for myself and find joy and acceptance of myself. And I do think that's a journey that a lot of people go on in their 20s.
Yeah, I will say I can definitely be tough on myself, and I agree with you that success, the thing about success being less defined though, is it also means that you can forge your own path, which is something that I will say you are doing with your music for sure. You're definitely reaching a lot of people and becoming part of their lives as well, which is really special. And that's what I
Yeah,
love
thank
about
you.
music.
Yeah, same. And that's what I've come to treasure more and more. Every time I put music out, that's the thing that I love is that immediate kind of feedback or just talking to people about it and how they can relate to it. So thank you for saying that.
And if we want to go and find out more about you and about your music, where can we go to follow you?
If you want to listen to my music, it's up on all the major streaming platforms. So wherever you listen to music, you can search Isla Noon. But I am pretty present on Instagram, which is at Isla.noon. I've also got a Facebook page and a TikTok as well. So just chuck my name in there and I'm sure it'll come up at some point.
Thank you for that. I'll make sure to check out your music on Spotify. And thank you again for coming on, Earl Grey.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been so good to have a chat.